Good afternoon, the Chairman, Human Rights Defender, and Access to Justice Advocate Center, our Legal Department. For comrades, I am paying Mrs. Solushola from Allen Avenue branch, Ikeja. We got a case of child access denial reported by one Mrs. Esther,
Miss.
Miss Esther Anwana, Anwana Ifang, against Mr. Robinson Ovwa. Please join us as we interview the complainant and how we can be of help to her. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV. Follow us on our Facebook page on Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocate Center. For more information, visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng. And if you have any complaints need to send us complaint, how we can look into, please send us a mail on info@hrdac.org.ng, or you could call across to our call line on 0903 0903024 08033024550, or send your message to our 090302423 as our WhatsApp line. Thank you very much. Okay, can we hear you out?
Yes, ma'am.
Speak up, please.
My name is Esther Anwana Ifang. I was living with my uncle years back. So I finished my secondary school 2001.
Then speak up, please.
And I got to meet this guy, Robinson, then 2004. Early 2005, we were just friends. He proposed to me.
Are you uploading or you're listening to, please?
He then proposed to me, which I didn't give an answer to. I didn't give him a reply then. So that year, I had issue with my uncle. So I then told him that I'll no longer stay with him. I want to go back to my family there in Calabar. So then, when we traveled down there, after much argument and on me going back to him with him to Lagos.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
Madam, continue.
So after much argument of me going back with him to Lagos, I said I insisted on staying with my uncle there in Calabar.
Go ahead.
Okay, so at the end of the day, my uncle allowed me to stay back. So while I was there, I never knew that I was already pregnant for Robinson then. So I was even afraid of calling him on phone to let him know. So at the same time, I was also further my education. So while I was having all these thoughts, I couldn't tell my uncle's wife because God, the way she usually acts towards me, so I couldn't disclose my problems to her. So I kept it to myself. Then it happened that I met one of our neighbor who is a nurse. I met her, I told her, Ma, this is my problem. And she said, that how am I sure? I said, because I'm sure. That's why I came to meet her. She then said, okay, that I should give her my urine the first thing the following morning. I did. So when she returned back in the evening, she told me that it's true that I'm pregnant, that she will not allow me, she will not permit me. And her advice to me was that I shouldn't terminate the pregnancy, that I should keep it, that no matter what challenges may come my way, that it's better for me to keep it. So which at the end of the day, I allowed it. I left the pregnancy state. I didn't tell my uncle's wife. I didn't even tell my uncle either. So somehow she got to know about it and she called me, and then I told her how it happened. Okay, she then said, okay, that she would discuss with with her husband, who is my uncle, there in Calabar, that my uncle will call my other uncle, whom I was staying with here in Lagos, to let him know so that they can get him in case he wants to deny. So that was the plan. So during my stay in Calabar, we communicate. He calls me, I respond. I never told him that I was pregnant because I was scared of his actions. So at the end of the day, when I returned to Lagos, I asked him for the address. He sent the address to me. So when I came back to Lagos, I went ready to his house where he was staying at Alapere. I met a young man there who happened to be his elder brother. It was my first time of meeting him. So the brother told me, he asked me who I am. I introduced myself. He said, okay, that Robinson is not around. I went to her, has not returned. Okay, I was there that night. He returned. So when he came, he saw me. He saw the pregnancy was obvious. So he then said that all this time he has been talking to me on phone. I never told him that I was pregnant. That why didn't I tell him? I then told him that I was scared of his actions. That I didn't know what was going to be his reaction. So I had to keep it. So that night, he then told me I was going to terminate the pregnancy.
How old
The
was the
pregnancy,
pregnancy then?
the pregnancy was already 5 months plus, almost 6 months. I said, okay, that's not an issue. That I didn't tell you that I was pregnant. I'm sorry. But for me to go for the termination of this pregnancy, I cannot do it. That since I already committed the crime of sleeping with you and you get me pregnant, I cannot go for abortion, that I have to keep it. So he then said that I must terminate the pregnancy. I said, okay, that for me, I don't know about you, I cannot do it. So a few days later, when he came back, he started giving me problem in the house. Few days later, when he returned from work, he said that he has spoken to the sister, that the sister has told him that I should come with him to worry. I said, okay, no problem. That morning he left for work. The other brother called me and then sat me down and asked me what really happened, how I knew him, I did, and all that. He then told me that the mission to worry is for them to go and terminate pregnancy. That when I get to worry, I shouldn't listen to any of them. I should stand my ground and let them know that I'm not committing that abortion. That I should stand my ground. The same brother told me, he said there's a girl in their village that they've done introduction. Seven Robinson, they've done introduction, waiting for the traditional marriage. That since he knew that girl, that whenever the girl takes him, he will always find a way for her to terminate it. And it has been like that for like almost 9 years. The younger brother came, met me. I knew the younger brother before I knew Robinson. That one confirmed to me the same thing that his elder brother Alex told me. So when he told me, I said, okay. I said, there's no problem. So we then traveled down to Warri. I met with his sister. So the next morning when she called me, sat me down, was asking me, he said, how old is your pregnancy? I told her. She then spoke language with him and I don't know what they discussed. She then said that it's too late, that this one they cannot do anything to it, that it's too late. That pregnancy that's almost 6 months, that they cannot tamper with it. That was when my mind came down. And at the end of the day, when his mission couldn't work out, we came back to Lagos. I never attended any antenatal, not even drugs. So I was just there. No drugs. I was not taking any drugs to boost my immune system. No hospital. The only hospital he took me to here in Lagos was where he wanted me to go for an abortion, which the nurse that attended to us told him that he cannot do it. That there are places there they don't attend to such case. So until when he left me and all that, I was not eating well. I was just growing lean with my condition then. So I was just like okay, that God should just help me, or let this thing just calm down so I can know where to start from. So at the end of the day, when it was due about 2 weeks to delivery, then took me back to Warri, the same sister's place. So there I gave birth to the child. It was a baby girl. So at the end, he could not take me to his own because of the girl in question. They went to get married. They've done introduction. He couldn't take me to Saple. We were in Warri. So when the sister had accommodation problem, they then called him.
Right.
He said, okay. So when he took me to Warri, to Saple, he went to one of their family friend. That was where the woman accommodated me for some weeks before I came back to Lagos. When I was coming back to Lagos, I came back to Lagos myself and the baby, while he remained in Saple until about a month plus before he came back. So he never thought of what I was going to eat all through. So I was just there. I was just having all those challenges, feeding and all that. So when he returned back to Lagos, well, there was kind of peace. He was going to work. He has never come home to tell me, okay, take this one for your upkeep or take this one for the baby's upkeep. I was facing challenges, eating and all that. Sometimes we will come home with money, like 10,000, 15,000, sometimes 20,000. But I never asked him for it, but I expected him to have done something as a man of the house, or as a father, but he never show any concern. Throughout my staying with him, it was a challenge, serious challenge. So I had to just bear it, and I think it was my cross, so I had to carry it. So as time went on, he started going out with another lady whose name happened to be Esther. So one of the days he traveled, he said he was going to see his mother in the village, there in Saple. As we are traveling, I are carrying all the bottle of hot drinks. We are carrying this one. He said that it's for his mom. I said, well, your mom? So later when I placed a call across to the sister, he said there is nothing like that. That Robinson is not in Saple. Probably he has promised her we're married and has deceived her to go and do introduction and all that. So when he returned, I didn't challenge him. I didn't ask him where he went to. I didn't do anything. So we were having midnight calls with the girl every night. I won't respond. I won't even bother. It was never my concern. But where it bothers me was one Sunday morning when I was prepared for church. He then woke up that my daughter is not going to church with me, that I should just go to church. I said, why? He said they are going somewhere. I said, going somewhere? Where? Where is the place that is so much important that today's Sunday that I want supposed to be in church? I said, well, as for me, I'm going to church and I cannot go to church without her. So that was what happened. And he said, when the argument became so severe, he said, if I have money to feed her, if I have money to feed her in the next 1 week, I should go ahead though. As I then told her, I said, you that want to take her, where do you want to take her to? Say you want to take her to Esther's place. I said, why Esther? I said, if Esther so much, if she's so much in need of a baby, why not get her parents, let her give birth to her own child, where she will carry her about? Why my own? He got offended, tried to beat me up. I held him, and the argument said I should leave his house. If that's not an issue, you have been saying it all this time. I should leave your house. I should leave your house. Okay, now if you don't want me again in your house, use your hand, pack my things out, and I will leave. That we were there on that argument until when he had to move my things out. I said, very good. Now finally you have done it. So let's go. He said, I'm not going anywhere with the girl, that I should pack my things and leave. I said, the only way I can leave your house is for me to go with this girl. I can't go out. I cannot leave this house without this girl.
That was when?
That was 2009. It was 2009. I said, I can't leave this house without going with her. Since you don't want me, I'm going with her. And that was it. Until when he pushed me and the girl out of the house. So I picked my bus, carried her back, carried her. She was just 3 years old then. She just clocked 3 years, June 24. So we went to church. When I got to the gate of our church, I met my pastor at the gate. So when he asked me what happened, I explained to him. He said, "You just go inside and praise my God." I was crying because I had nowhere to go to at that moment, no one to talk to at that point. So it was the church that gave me accommodation and gave me job there in the church. So there's this one of my pastor who was working with us then before he finally got his own space. He's not a pastor in the corridor. It was in his house I went to drop the girl. Since I was not, I didn't have I was not balanced financially. So they suggested you drop the baby with them. So the baby was there with the wife. So I go there every evening to see her. I will sleep over. Then the next morning, I will return back to church. Few days after that Sunday, same week, when he came that evening, one Tuesday evening. He said that he would just want to see her. He has been coming to beg and I refused to respond. He said, "Where is Angel?" I told him this is where Angel is fine where she is. He said, "Just want to see her. Let me just see her and let him go." And that was how I took him to the pastor's place. The pastor was there in the church. The wife was at home. So when I got to the house, I just brought her the girl. That was how he held the girl. We walked out of the girl and we started walking towards the church. My man was like, probably we were going to church, going back to church. He passed the church gate and was going. I didn't say, "Where are you going to?" I said, "But he said I should just leave them now if I don't want problem. I should just leave him. I should not talk to him." I said, "But you told me you just want to see her. Did I do something wrong by allowing you to see her?" Okay. I tried to struggle the girl from him. I couldn't. He overpowered me and went to the girl. And I cried to the church. I told one of my pastor's wife, and she was angry that why did I even take him there in the first place? He said, okay, that I shouldn't cry. That for the fact that the baby is with him, I can always see.
Okay, summarize your story. We've heard all the story of the Genesis to we're almost at the Revelation now. What is the issue?
He took the girl and started using the girl to extort money from me.
How?
He took the girl to Saple, to the lady in question, Endurance, the one he did the introduction with, I wanted to get married to, which I don't know if they actually did. So that one, when that one called me and was telling me, I said, okay, since she's with you, okay, I can have peace of mind in peace. But whatever I'm able to raise every month, I'll be sending some money to you. So you help me to buy something for her. And I was doing that every month. One of the days he called me. He said, with a private number. When I picked the call, he handed up.
The question I'm asking you now, what do you want?
I want to have access to my daughter.
You want to have access to your daughter?
Yes, ma'am.
Where have you been all these years?
I couldn't.
When last have you set your eyes on the girl?
2012, April.
2012, April. Okay. Did you know where the guy comes from?
Saple.
Do you know his family house?
No, ma'am. Then I know it's around Olympia. I can't remember the exact house. Around Olympia is in Delta State.
In Delta State.
Yes, but I can't remember the exact house.
Okay. You are going out with somebody. After the time you are going out with the guy, how old were you?
I was 25.
25. Very right.
I'm sorry, 24 years. I got pregnant.
Thank God you are not 15. You are not 15, so you are both teenage age. You are an adult full to the core. And you are having an affair with somebody which was not an accident. You were not raped. You willingly conceded to his request. And from there, you said you took in. And you did not tell the person that you were pregnant for him. You begin to go about telling who you are pregnant, who advised you to abort, who advised you not to abort. After which, 5 months later, you went to tell this person you were pregnant for the person. And according to you, he asked your hand in marriage, you said no. But you were having unsafe sex with him until you took him.
I didn't say no.
You said what?
I didn't say no.
You didn't say no.
I didn't say no to you.
What did you say?
We are moving.
Concentrate here.
We are moving well.
Mm-hmm.
So he was not moving with me like someone that has a secret at all.
How?
Yes, it was a secret because it was the brother that disclosed everything about him. He said it's very deep that even they are brothers to
But
him.
the issue remains that you were not raped. You decided to have an affair with him because you were friending him, and the friendship resulted to a child. Then you did not do pregnancy. You never told this person you were pregnant until after 5 months. So you were really willing to have your baby because you were not a kid. That is very, very good. You met this person after having the child. When you went there to tell him that you were pregnant, did you make any effort to know the family of this guy because you people were not married? No.
We were living in the same barracks then. The elder sister got married to the policeman. We know each other very well.
Uh-huh.
Then in the barracks.
Yes. And the guy have his own apartment?
Not in the barracks, outside the barracks.
Outside the barracks?
Yes.
Then after you know the family, the sister that was living in the barracks.
Yes.
Okay. What now happened after all those things that you now discovered that you took in and everything before you put to bed? Did you visit the family of the guy? Like his village, this person comes from a home.
Yes, I met with the mother after I put to bed. She was even with me. Then in Warri. Then in Warri. She was even with me at the home where I put to bed.
Yes, go ahead.
She was with us then in Warri where I put to bed. She came to visit us. Even after that time, she still came to Lagos to stay with us for a while.
You were living on your own then?
No, we were living together. I was living with him. So when she came to visit her daughter, her elder daughter,
or he?
The woman, okay. His mother.
Yeah.
So she came to stay with us for a week.
Mm-hmm. So later, did you go to know where that? Do you know where your daughter is now?
Is in Saple.
Where in Saple?
What I say is Saple, my pastor called him and he told my pastor that he's no more in Saple, that he's in Abuja.
Huh?
That is in Abuja. So I told him that is all lies, but he's always lying. He doesn't have truth in his mouth at all.
So this guy collected your child since 2012. What age was the girl?
She just clocked 3 years. 24.
And you did not make any effort. Listen to me, woman. You did not make any effort. You did not make any effort to take hold of your child that was 3 years. 3 years, 2012 to date. How many years this child will be now? That's 15 years. Yeah? How many years?
15.
How old is your child now?
She just is 15 now.
15 years. Go and look for your child. You are not a serious human being.
One of the days, ma, when I went to visit to see her,
You are not supposed to even. Why are you looking for this child by this hour, by this time? After how many years? Are you a good mother? No. You are young, you are not old. Somebody took your child 3 years that you should be consigned so that the child will not be defiled. You are not even married to this guy. And you don't even know if this guy believes that the child belongs to him biologically. And he may even, for one reason or the other, defile that child. Because you were single, he was single, both of you are acquainted, you did not tell him you were pregnant, all of a sudden you brought pregnancy after how many months, you put to bed, then the person appeared from nowhere, took your child at tender age, 3 years. You did not feel concerned whether you want to use police to get that guy arrested, go to his village or anything. Then you now left the child from 3 years. Now the child is 15 years. So you are calling, you are even giving a topic of kidnapping. You people should be careful on how you title case here. Can you be saying that kind of thing?
I did. It was even that process that they injured me and broke my tooth and ran away. Because that very day, when I got
you were the one that took the guy to where you and that girl was living, right? That guy was not a magician for him to know that you were living there. You took that guy there. And you were the one that released the girl to, even at that point that he wants to take the girl away from you. That is where you were alarmed for people in that area to help you retrieve your child. Because the guy came there, he was not living there. So you that have been living with pastors, you are acquainted with the areas more than him that came to that place to come and pick the child. You are not serious. Please, I don't need anybody to waste my bloody time.
Please, let me give you this assignment. Look for any man.
For what?
Attempt to take that baby from that man. As you leave this place, go and carry out that assignment. Then you come back and tell us if you did the right thing or the wrong thing. Looking at you, I'm pissed off. I must be very honest with you. Go and it's an assignment. Do it. Please do it. Look for a mad woman on the street with a baby or a child of 2-3 years. Attempt to snatch that baby. Buy her every good thing, the mad woman, buy the child. Then at the end of it all, attempt to go away with that baby or with that child. Then you come back and tell us if what you did was sensible or not. It's too late to start looking for a child. I'm sorry.
The first thing that should be claiming that child now is that girl. One, my sister, hold on. I cannot want him with me. I don't care how you feel if I talk to you. But all I know, I still want to tell you the truth. The person that your daughter stayed with, that you called, you now said, okay, are you the one they brought the child to? I don't have problem with that. Why do you want to have problem with the child staying there now? After how many years? 3 years, the child is 15 years. Are you the mother? No. Who is the mother of that child? That woman. So who have been taking care of the child, bathing the girl, telling the girl, showing the girl what is necessary, what the girl child should know? Have been with the girl. You have not gone to take your child. Then you will now come back to be claiming child of 15 years. If I'm in position of that woman, you can't dare my house. Because you did not present yourself as a mother. So now they have trained the child. You want to take custody of the child. Now that the child will be useful to you.
No, ma'am. I made an attempt then. I did. Because I don't know, when I go to the station, they look for him, he ran away. He was not even in that house at all. He ran away, he ran out of the house.
You should have continued. You shouldn't have given up. That is my own point. He overpowered you at first. Police failed you. Then you went and relaxed. That's my own point.
I never knew about human rights then.
No, it's not
about human rights. It's about your concern.
Human rights. There are so many other areas you could have used, avenues you should have used to recover your child or to track him down. His family is there, your family, and then your friends, your pastors, money, name it. You can even go to another police station. You can travel to, I know Sapele too well. If you go to Sapele, you go to that area, you ask for the chief of that area, you report this, they will track him, they will track his family. What are you telling me, my dear? You did not do well. Accept it. Stop trying to defend. For whatever reason, you did not do well. If you don't hear the truth from us, then you will never hear it anywhere else. Here we don't pump, we don't pet. We correct. We correct. So our truth is to correct you.
Where is the guy now?
My pastor called him, he said he's in Abuja.
And where is the child? Because now this child is not a child again. By now you have become, it's a girl.
She may even not recognize or reject you.
She may reject you. She may reject you.
Mama, I'm
have
sorry.
You been communicating with her?
Yes, that period I was.
That period.
Yes, that.
When last did you talk to?
Let me. That's where I'm going to.
Yeah.
I used to talk to her. So one of the days when I called her, after talking to her, I said, "You know, it's talking to you. Who has been talking to you? Probably she must. That lady wouldn't have been telling her She said, no. I said, it's the woman that is talking to you. Immediately, she just collected the phone from her and was telling me what rubbish. Why am I telling her it's her mother that is talking to her? Why would I be telling her that rubbish? Since that day, whenever I call her, she will not tell me she's not in the house or her father is in the house. I cannot talk to her. That when she's free, that I can talk to her.
But
I will
that
even
was,
beg.
you are
I
not
will even
supposed
plead.
to. My sister, please, we don't just talk too much of these things. All this thing you are talking is not an excuse as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, what you are talking is not important. Because you cannot say somebody stay with your child. Why will the woman even allow you to even talk to the child to say that is your mother? Somebody is the one, like now, that girl should be menstruating by now. Right?
Yes.
And who taught her what menstruation is all about? That woman. You don't even know if that girl is still a virgin at 15 or she has started having boyfriend. And you as a mother, you called yourself, you are here. You said you called. That was when they injure your mouth. You said you do this. So they injure your mouth. You now left the child from the 3. Now the child is 15 years. That child should be the one looking for you. If you are being in a good contact with her. Because now you don't know where the girl is. We, even if we want to come into the case, there's no way we can trace the child because you don't even know where the man is living. You don't know his family house. You don't know where the person is staying. You don't know where the man's child, wife or girlfriend is living that is with your child that is 15 years now. You don't even know if your child is in Lagos as we are talking about. So how do we start such investigation? Because you said you don't know where the guy is staying, and you don't know where your child is, and you don't know where the guy family comes from. What about the sister that stays in the what is it called? In the barrack. Eh?
I've not visited her since.
You say
I've not visited her since.
you've not visited her. You see how unserious you are. How did you remember this girl? How did you come to remember this girl?
I've not forgotten her.
You've not forgotten
I've
her.
not forgotten her.
I'll give you an assignment. Go and meet the sister of the guy. Meet the sister of the guy. You said she's a police officer, right?
Her husband.
Her husband. And which barrack are they living? Alausa barrack. Go and visit her. Tell her you want to see your child. You need address to the place.
I'm afraid they'll still be there if they have not been transferred out of Lagos.
When last have you been there? When last have you been there?
6 years.
Madam, when last have you been there?
6 years ago.
6 years ago. There is a limit to what we can do now.
It's only true. This thing will be easy.
Hey, you
And
have
they
a
want to
child.
lead us, to give us
Even this
information.
person, this guy picture you said you have now. Will anybody recognize this person picture? This is about 11, 13 years ago. Will this guy still be the same? Is this one his recent picture?
No.
You say?
No.
That's an old picture, right? And let me see the child. Show us, maybe the people from Sapele will know. Show them to the camera. What is his name?
Robinson.
Is he on Facebook?
He's not on Facebook.
Is he on Facebook?
He was, but he last few days since 2013.
Put the picture there. Put the picture there. Now let her hold it from there. Calm down. Hold it like that. Just hold it like that. Yeah, it's from where?
Sorry.
It's from Sapele.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know the village in Sapele?
It's exactly town. I don't know their real village or local.
The sister that is married to a police officer, do you know the rank of the man? Do you know the name of her husband?
Don't remember.
Madam, speak up because you
Can't
can hear me.
remember.
You can't remember. can't remember the name of the woman. You can't remember the name of the man. You can't remember his rank. We cannot help, madam. I'm so sorry. We're not magicians. We also have them. You can drop the picture. How they won't know the man? They have viewers, they are the prophets. The prophets.
Assuming it's a recent picture now.
Even there's a recent picture you thought this is an old picture. Even me, you see me how many years ago. If you don't know me before, will you know me? It's only people that know you that will know whatever. You don't know the man's family. You don't know whether the sister is still living in the barracks 6 years ago. You don't know the person that is staying with your daughter. Is her number still going?
No.
Should I beg you to talk?
No, ma.
The number is not going again.
It's not going.
It's not going.
No.
Is the guy number still going?
Yes, ma.
The guy number is still going.
Yes, ma.
Okay. We'll discuss that off camera. And the guy says it's in Abuja.
That's what he said.
Eh?
That's what he told my pastor.
He said, what is the surname of the Robinson? What is the surname?
Ovwa.
Bring it live. Just say I have many beautiful guests and handsome guys from that Sapele, Worry. Put the picture there. My viewers are asking, maybe they know him. Put the picture the same way you are holding it. Hold it. Yeah. Bring it down. Yeah. No, take it off.
That's it.
Yeah. He said his name. You will speak up. I will not use my mouth to repeat what I'm asking you. What is the full name of this man?
Robinson Ovwa.
Robinson Ovwa.
Ovwa, yes.
Ovwa. And it's from Sapele.
Yes, ma.
Okay. What does he do for a living?
He was an engineer servicing of a photocopy machine.
Uh-huh. Are you sure this guy is not in Lagos? You know, I said something that this face looks familiar. Are you sure this person is not in Lagos?
When my pastor called him, he said he's no more, they've relocated to Abuja. I told him that it's lies, that
Which company is he working?
he doesn't have a company. He had a shop in Saple then. Here in Lagos, where he was working with one man here in Ikeja. But he later stopped.
Station the picture.
He later stopped working with a man.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
He later stopped working with a man, complained that the man is not good to work with. And when he stopped.
Okay, our viewers, they say they want to put a little call across. Please, if you want to call on this program 0903024 74, you can quickly put call across. Thank you. Zero 090302474 is our call line. If you want to call, for some of you that want to put call, probably maybe you know the man or you assume you know him or however, please you can call 090302474. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, ma. This is Doctor from the line.
Oh, sir, how are you, ma?
I do. This party one will move. Oh, my God. Now, wow. I bet maybe she don't go look for the girl first. Because I don't see any help you can help this girl here. Let her go and find information where this person is first. Then you will start from there. Because as it is now, there is nothing I think that you can do about it now. How can you leave a child for 15 years? 15 years, it's not you are crying out. It's not you are saying you don't even know this man, you don't know the where they are living, you don't know the filter, you don't know where your story is just from Nazareth to Egypt. So long, you don't even know anything about yourself for 15 years. I don't even understand though. Let her go and look for this. Look for information first. If you know anything about it, then she will not come back again and tell us what happened. I think when we move, I better go and look for a baby first. You can lie to leave yourself 15 years ago till now. It's when you're crying out. You don't even know where that guy is now. Well done, man. God bless you.
Thank you, my auntie. Thank you very much. Mara Defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Hello, madam.
Afternoon.
Hello? It's so far from Italy. Things like that before. You know that it's now we are getting this human rights program that helps Nigeria to fight for their justice. You understand? This lady, the police they can frustrate her, they don't know where to go. Thank God the mass number is going in. Immediately I drop my phone, I will see out, I will send some money like 10,000. Let all Nigerians, people that have good heart, let us contribute. Police can trace that man today, they will get you. Please, you should know that woman are frustrated. Nobody to help her to fight it. Because the family abandon her. Who will fight for her? They should not call her, don't call her the name. Please, Amanda, thank you for your good woman and your husband. What is happening in Europe is they want the husband and brought back home. Yes, that one want to be a government wants to fight for her. It's not hard to fight that war. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thank you very much, Osas. We appreciate it. Thank you,
Please,
sir.
God bless you. Please, no one should call her. Let us contribute and help her out. Thank you very much, mother. God bless you for your good work.
Thank you, sir. Mara Defender and access to justice. Good afternoon. Hello? Hello? Mara Defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
My name is Peter. I'm calling from Kenya.
Go ahead, sir.
I understand there is Esther Anwana with you right now on the program. And I understand that you are doing a good job, but somehow you have not looked at Esther's background, how she came up to where she is, and what was the issue that happened before Esther allowed that girl to go.
Were you following us when she was giving her statement?
I was there.
Sorry?
That is why I'm calling you.
Did you listen to her comment, to her statement?
We are here on
Mara Defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
Good afternoon, madam. This is Blessed from Germany.
Are you calling?
I'm speaking at the back of the meeting about this lady that you're talking to this afternoon.
Can you speak normal English so that we can hear you,
I'm
please?
so sorry. Okay. Since I'm so sorry to really say this, it was not really nice of you to be the chat for so long before coming to religion. Even though the Nigerian police was not able to do something, as a mother, as a good-hearted mother, there must be another way that you can look for the child.
Yeah.
But this staying so long, it's too long with here. That child has grown up knowing another person as his mother.
Yeah.
It's going to be a difficult task for you to do. It's a real difficult task. You could have not waited so long like this. I understand everything that you are saying. And the mother, I know, understand you very well. So I just plead with you now. Do whatever this woman asks you to do. Get in touch with the family members and as well so that you can know how to start from. This is not an easy work for you to do, I know. But please, this time don't try and stop again. Just do all you know you can do to get your daughter back. Please.
Thank you very much, Blessing, for your contribution. Umara Defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Mrs. Grace, calling from Port Harcourt.
Grace from Port Harcourt. Go ahead, please.
Please, ma, I want to appreciate you for the good work you have been doing, and you and your husband. I ask that the good Lord will bless you.
Amen. And you too.
Okay, please, I want us to assist the woman in any way we can. Please. I know you can. Please. She has made a mistake. Maybe she don't have anybody that will fight for her then. Please let us assist her in any way you can, please.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Madam, good afternoon.
Who is speaking and where are you calling from?
This is David calling from Virginia.
Go ahead, sir.
God, God bless you because I always follow you every day and night.
Thank you,
You
sir.
see this matter. I know you will speak to something, but for that lady, I know she didn't do anything from day one. What she was saying there. She's not right for even one day. From that day, the guy took that baby. What I went to her, the pastor, whatever. What I best done to help her out is today to see it. Even though you see get that baby back to her, the life it will be so difficult for that baby to plan to for her own. So I know you will take something, but just try anyhow it will be. Because I know it's very painful, but for her, I don't think she. But I think looking at her face, she's not even feeling that there is something very. But just try, madam. I know you will speak to something. God bless you.
Thank you, Dave. Human rights defender and access to justice.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
Yeah, who is speaking and where are you calling from, please?
My name is Loveka and I'm calling from Lagos.
Lovette, Nigerian people, go ahead.
Okay. So I feel like she has not done enough to look for the child, but I also feel like the good job you are doing, you should also please help her. There are some men that are very wicked, and some people can take away people's children for long.
Yeah.
She might have been fighting the case not as strong as she should, but some people are not just as powerful as other people. Some people do not know how to do things the way they are meant to do. And that's why I think she has come to the right place. And with your guidance, you can always help her to get this child back. Because I've seen some people that have even tried to get their children actively, and the men will not even. This is the wicked world that we live in right now. So I think we should not just chastise her completely and just try and help her in any way we can.
All right, thank you very much. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, who is speaking and where are you calling
Please,
from?
I want to contribute to the program going on.
Your name and where are you calling from, sir?
Yeah, my name is David. I'm calling from Qatar.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, actually, I listened to the lady who was making a complaint. Please, I know you people can do that. You can track the man, see his number. Actually, she totally failed the young girl. Even if you see the girl in Lagos now, she won't know the girl will not know her. And again, I will advise her, you should have my pastor. You should take your responsibility. From 15 years ago, my pastor. Till today, my pastor. Look at your pastor is one of calling somebody who have your child. You are not even making a attempt to call. My pastor. We should accept we should know where we go on. Even if she see that child now, even within that studio there, she don't know the child. And if you ask her one question, she still needs to tell you the truth. You ask her what prompt child to be looking for the child. Something might have pushed her to be looking for the child. I know sometimes in Nigeria, police and other agents are for same things. One may not know where to go, but not up to 15 years. Please, ma, I know you people can do that. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, ma.
Afternoon. Who is speaking and where are you calling from, please?
This is Deborah. I'm calling from France.
Go ahead,
I
Deborah.
want to appreciate you for your good work.
Thank you.
All I have to say, as the mother, she has made a mistake, and I know she has come to the right place. Maybe then she was not having somebody that would help her. Since she said her family were not around, and the guy's family, she doesn't know them. She made a mistake anyway, but for me, she has come to the right place, and I pray that you should be able to help her, and I know you will help her. That God should give you the strength and cover you guys with the blood of Jesus.
Blood of Jesus. So thank you, Deborah. All right, thanks. Bye. All right, I think we have got enough calls on this case, and this is the final call. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon.
Hello?
Yeah, who is speaking and where are you calling from? Okay, we missed the call. We thought we would have made you the last caller. Human rights defender and access to justice. Good afternoon. Hello? Hello?
Yes, please.
Tone down the volume of your set. You are listening to us there and you want to listen to us here. Can you turn down the volume of your set,
All right.
please?
Okay, I'll do that now. I'll do that just now.
Who is speaking and where are you calling from, please?
I called in earlier and I think there was a court. My name is Peter. I said I'm calling from Ikeja.
Okay.
And I appreciate you for the good works, as I said. It's been beautiful. If this channel had been open and it's new, I think this girl would have been there. But when she said she didn't have anybody, and that was true. And I knew what we went through in the hand of that guy. If she was talking about pastor that called him man, I was the one who called him man.
Okay.
And I pleaded with the man to try and talk to see how we can even allow her to see this girl. And the man told me he has relocated with the girl to Abuja. And I said, but the last time you said you were going out, you were taking this child to your mom, and since Esther was too young to take care of that girl, and that this thing has taken too long, you should endeavor to do something and let this girl see the daughter. And he said, Esther had not been sending money. I said, what do you mean by Esther had not been sending money?
Is it the Esther that's supposed to be sending money? And can you imagine that kind of thing? Is it Esther that's supposed to be sending money?
I'm only appealing. Whatever you can do for her to make her see her daughter. Please. Thank you. The Lord will bless you.
Amen. Thank you, sir. We'll try our best. And leave the rest in the hand of God. Thank you, sir. All right. The person that just called in now, at least, is that the pastor, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, it's the pastor that she was putting up before the guy came to pick the child. And to equally say they have put call across to the guy. But nevertheless, we'll try our best and leave the rest to God. If only you can give us the necessary information prepared by you. All right, thank you very much, viewers. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe to our YouTube channel on Access to Justice TV. Follow us on our Facebook page on Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocate Center. Visit our website on www.hrdac.org.ng for more useful information. And if you have a complaint, please send your complaint to our email on info@hrdac.org.ng, or you put call on our lines on 0903-02474 or 0903-02484. And for WhatsApp message, you can call on you can send your WhatsApp message to 090-3024-23 for our WhatsApp line. And if you have made any payment as regard either for support in the organization, for widows program, for victims you have watched, any of our cases you have watched and you want to support, please, our account number is up there on 01057 34306. Human Rights Defender and Access to Justice Advocate Center and its Access Bank. And if you are confused on that, please call or WhatsApp line on 08033024550. Thank you very much for being with us. We have in our office also Miss Esther, also who assisted in presiding over this case, and Comrade Savior Obase. You can quickly see their beautiful face.
Thank you very much, viewers, for being there for us. We appreciate
And my sister face you are seeing at the
Thank you,
corner.
our viewers. God bless you all.
And who are you?
James.
That's James Papa James, the IT man. He's the one that is responsible for our rough and wrong internet. So we'll get him arrested. So promise to have a better network and link you up. You can see him with laptop. He's trying all his best, but Nigerian network is as hard as Nigeria itself. So please bear with us and thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.